This is the Dragon Drop Podcast.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Dragon Drop Podcast. It's episode 4. I hope you're ready. I hope you're excited. This week is an exciting week because we broke our view goal on the last episode. We set a goal at 65 views. And I checked this morning, we're at 66 views.
Nice.
Let's get hype.
We did it.
Met our view goal. Now this week, I'm setting a view goal at 73. Now, the only way we're going to get this to happen is with you guys. Copy and share this with somebody. Just one person. Send it to your enemy. Send it to your grandma. Let's get the word out. 73 views on this episode.
And leave a comment of what you want us to talk about. You know?
Yeah, interact, man. Put the likes, put the comments. Go to our Gmail, dragondroppod@gmail.com.
gmail.com. Yeah. All right. Did you guys check the email?
No, we can check the email. I didn't do the
We
Twitter.
can check it live.
Yeah,
I should start. I should start getting on the Twitter and just going off. But
there hasn't been an email since I checked it on the 12th.
Yeah, Dan, I think you need to get on the Twitter. I need you in people's DMs.
I can spurg on the Twitter if that's what we want.
Full spurt.
But
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. All right.
Unleash.
That'll be my new goal.
Yeah, get on the Twitter. And
I tried to make a short. I tried to make a short and realized that, we're shooting 16:9. It's really hard to, and the locations of our cameras, it's really hard to get us all on screen unless I make it really small.
Yeah, I can see that.
We'll make it really small and then have half the video, like I've said many times before, just whatever video game, like you're playing your Deep Rock Survivor.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I gotta get some footage of that. That's smart. All right.
So what happened this week? What's going on?
Yeah, dude, what the fuck's up?
This was tax week.
Iran.
Oh yeah, the World War III.
Yeah, we went to World War III and we got out of there.
Yeah, didn't happen.
World War III happened and ended already?
I think so. I
Yeah,
think we're in the clear.
Depends if you're on Twitter or not that night.
Ooh. Yeah, I don't want to
some
be
of my
on
other
Twitter.
friends saying shit too, so I don't know if they're on, but the people following random news sources maybe, or if they're on Alex Jones, they probably freaked out.
Yeah, well, I mean, NPR was saying it was kind of symbolic because it was 99% was shot down.
99% what?
But you actually not know what happened, Bill?
I have no idea what happened. Something happened today?
A few weeks ago, Israel bombed some generals, Iranian generals at their embassy in Syria. The Iranian embassy in Syria, and that's supposed to that counts as Syrian, or that counts as Iranian soil. You're not supposed to attack people. It's against.
It's sand there, isn't it? Though
you're not supposed to do. Yeah, it's sand there. But you're not supposed to do that. So Iran had to counter Israel no matter what. That's what why Biden's been saying it's going to happen.
So did Iran?
They shot a bunch of missiles, hundreds of missiles. I found out those cruise missiles only go 120, 140 miles an hour. But the U.S. Air Force and the U.S. worked with U.K. and France and
all right, hold on,
Jordan,
you're going too fast. 100 some missiles.
Yeah,
how many dead from the missiles? None. Zero dead from their missiles.
I have no idea. I didn't hear about anybody dying, but I'm not. I don't know if nobody died, but I didn't hear about it. But
I feel like if the missiles meant anything, there'd be 1,000 dead. We would hear something.
No, the missiles they were shot, but they shot them down. They had fighter jets and shit in the sky shooting them
right,
down.
so Iran's attack completely failed. They look like a joke, but they have nuclear weapons.
But they had to say they did it.
Iran.
Yeah. But that's it. All right, moving on from the war. Okay. There's these new robots. These new robots, huh, Bill?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure what he's going to do because I haven't seen this yet, but
oh my god.
This came out today.
I saw this.
So it's legs
demonic.
that bend at the hip legs don't bend that way at the hip, but this robot can.
What bothers me about it is it turns its head before it turns around. Instead of doing it all together.
That's the age-old trick. It's just like The Exorcist.
Do you guys think these are like real robots, or is this just like something they're making just for video's sake?
They're saying this one's real.
It's real.
I mean,
I mean, I get that, but it's like, are they actually trying to produce this stuff, or is Boston Dynamics just being paid by companies to like put on this showcase of like, oh, here's our technology? And do you think there's like more advanced robots out there? Like,
dude,
I feel like this just can't be it. You know what I mean?
Well, this is like a consumer grade type robot. Yes, they have robots with lasers on their arms and you know firepower. They're it's a bomb, dude. It'll literally explode if you get too close. But it's got like rail guns and lasers.
What? You know, this makes me think of, guys, it's that episode of Pokemon where they got the Machokes lifting the boxes. Because, like, these robots are just going to be made to lift boxes in warehouses. You know?
Oh, speaking of...
In Pokemon, they use the Pokemon as slaves. We'll use these robots as slaves to lift boxes at the Amazon warehouse.
They're food.
It's
sometimes, in some cases, they're lovers. You know?
Bill, you got 1 day delivery over there, dude? Because I got it, man. It's pretty good.
From Amazon?
Yeah.
There is an Amazon in Delta Township, which is pretty close, so I would feel like they should be able to, but no, I don't actually have Prime even. I do not subscribe to Prime.
Yeah, is that without Prime?
Oh, man, I got Prime.
You got
Prime? Because I love Lord Bezos.
Dude, I'll tell you guys. All right, so I've been taking lion's mane powder for probably a few months now. Every day I do half a teaspoon in my coffee. It's just the mycelium, and I swear to God, dude,
mushrooms?
I'm more focused. Yeah, it's a mushroom, lion's mane mushroom. I'm more focused. I have better mood. I feel just smarter. Like I just kind of have an extra little edge. It's actually from Paul Stamets. His company. He's like the mushroom guy.
Yeah, he's the king.
Hey, Dan, your camera's doing that flash green.
Yeah,
thing.
I'll unplug it quick if you guys will give me permission.
You got permission, man.
Thanks for permission.
We're back.
We're back. Lion's mane mushrooms. So I'm just telling you guys, if you want an extra edge.
I gotta try different kinds though. Kind of feel like the source you're getting it from. You know, there's different potencies going on.
Yeah, I got high quality. My coffee is weird these days. Black, and I put a little bit of honey and mushroom powder, and that's it. That's what my morning coffee is.
I've been on the honey mix too. That's nice.
I do not drink coffee. I should though.
It's like your baby.
It's time to stop drinking energy drinks.
Do you drink milk?
Do you chug them?
No, I don't chug them.
But you drink
have them once a day?
Every day?
Yeah, it's been for a while. It's been Celsius.
Oh,
but like I'm going back to monster the orange monsters, man.
I heard that Celsius has got Ozempic in it.
I fucking wish.
Yeah, they like advertise it like boost metabolism.
My metabolism has not been boosted.
Yeah, I feel like it's like a cheap, easy ad just to get people on board. I could go for that, you know, like.
There's more, dude. There's more caffeine in Celsius, and it's a smaller can.
It's like 200, right?
Yeah. Monster's like 140.
Dude, just take caffeine pills or some shit.
I don't want to take a pill in the morning.
But you're taking an energy drink. It's the same thing.
Yeah, but it's a drink. True. It's 2-in-1, man. It's a twofer.
You can put the pill in whatever drink you want. Put it in some orange juice.
So you're saying dissolve the caffeine pill in a drink? Yeah. Are you supposed to swallow the pill? They work the same if you dissolve them in a citrusy drink?
Your body's gonna dissolve it. I mean, I'm sure you won't to some degree get as many, particles of the caffeine because it sticks to your glass maybe, but it should all be integrated into the fluid. So,
all right.
So
save some money, Pill up.
We saw Lil Wayne last week kickflip, and speaking about the rap game. Apparently rappers are out there being exploited. It could be Drake, could be, Lil Wayne.
I've been following this a little bit, dude. It's Drake, J. Cole, and Kung Fu Kenny, Kendrick Lamar. And the songs they're just talking shit, but I feel like it's making them all relevant again. They're all attacking the other person for being like washed up or whatever, but it's really just kind of doing the same thing for everybody.
They're a team. They honestly, in the background, they're like, we're so rich and we're so cool, and yeah, they're on stage together. At the end of the day, let's see. I'm gonna say J. Cole, probably my favorite. I think Kendrick's had some albums I haven't really jived with. Drake's definitely like the GOAT in a lot of ways, but
Is
he's so corny.
Jimmy from
Eh,
Degrassi is the GOAT.
He
Who's
has
that?
yes. Drake.
Like people respect Drake.
Um
Do they?
It's a bit like the Bieber scenario where people hated on Bieber at one point.
No,
I
I
swear
don't
to
think
God,
so,
I
man.
was a Bieber fan from day one when One Time was released, and I had a Bieber poster in college. I never turned my back on Bieber. That's a bit what Drake is like because Drake has sold so many albums and like is like the most listened to. You could look him up on Spotify right now. He's probably in the top 15. I would be surprised if he was under the top 10 of most listened to in the world.
Yeah, my my 10-year-old nephew, he would sing Drake because he related to the lyrics about only loving his mom in his bed. So Drake is like a little kid rapper, right?
He's so relatable,
Yeah.
dude.
He's Fortnite rap.
But Dan, do you have anything on the rappers topic?
I mean, I like what you said about them bringing each other up, just doing the beefs, the diss raps, because that's really what it is. They're all just in cahoots. Like, they have to just to some degree agree to that because they know it's all gonna like bring themselves up. A diss rap's not gonna like bring the other one down because they'll bring more attention on the other person and bring them back in the limelight. So, but yeah, I just think like in general, it's just there's been a huge decline. There's a bunch of people now at the age of the internet able to just make whatever, so it's just getting to be a flooded market of the rap songs and a bunch of trash.
They all
I mean,
sound the same.
are they like what was the last like Kanye or Drake or it's like
Kanye
all those
just
new
dropped an album.
albums? I feel like people they're not digging it like they used to.
Dude,
But
my favorite Drake
maybe it's
song
just what our eyes
is
are
from
on. So
2010. That song Forever that had Eminem, Lil Wayne, and Drake, and somebody and Kanye.
Yeah. Oh, back again. Here we go with some that's Eminem's verse.
All right, that's the only one you remember. Yeah. And there was what's your favorite Lil Wayne song?
A Millie.
Dan?
yeah, that blew my mind. A Millie in high school, I was driving
Dude, mine's the
and just
the pick the world up and drop it on your fucking head. What's that
Dude,
song?
I haven't
I
listened
used-
to enough Wayne to know anything really.
That is a super. It's got Eminem in it. That's a super good song. I used to longboard, and there's a hill in town that I would listen to that song on repeat as I'm bombing the hill. And it's freaking epic, dude.
I've been getting into Creed, man. I think I've listened to the whole Creed discography at this point.
You were
Oh,
texting
true.
us saying that Creed's not a Christian group. Yeah, like you tell that to the singer. Like he thinks it was.
What happened to him? If
You
they're all
can't.
not
There's
in
no Creed
unison
without
and-
Scott Stapp.
True.
I was reading that he had like a sex tape with Kid Rock, so that was cool
Ooh.
because he's supposed to be a
Wh- wh-
Christian guy.
wh-
And then
wh-
With arms wide open.
Yeah, where did you read that Scott Stapp had a sex tape with Kid Rock?
there was a bunch of posts about it. Just
Where?
when I googled it,
You
can
Googled
Google it.
Did you Google the
Yeah.
sentence?
Yeah, I did because it was with like 4 girls while they were on tours or something.
Oh,
And Scott Stapp was like, "I'm not defiling, my religion because oral sex isn't sex."
Can you take me?
So I thought, you know what,
higher?
he's right on that. Got to give him props.
this is real?
But I feel like that
This-
might have been what sent him
this
over
is-
the edge because the timing of that, their last album and that, that probably fucked him up. The little incident,
That was Pete calling dudes gay. 2006.
My sacrifice.
I can't believe that. I thought you made that up, dude.
I had to talk about it because I was in disbelief. I thought too. Yeah, he was such a good religious man with such good songs.
Dude.
But
Hold me
Ain't
now.
he's staying.
6 feet from
I'm
the edge, dude.
6 feet.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
man.
have a stadium playlist. For all the games. Got a Jam Creed too.
And I think this rolls really nicely into Nickelback honestly killed rock and roll. But they weren't that bad of a band. They were a really good band, but they were the last band.
8 singles on Dark Horse out of 11 songs.
They killed popular rock.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, all the new rock I've been trying to listen to on Spotify, it's crazy, man. I don't jive with none of it. But then I'm like, it's just the algo. The algo sucks. There's got to be some good shit, but everyone likes, what they've listened to in the past, and they just think that's the peak, so they don't want to listen to new shit. 'Cause
NPR, dude. NPR is peak. NPR is peak.
The radio
Right now?
show.
Radio, yeah. All I listen to while driving is NPR.
I used to listen to NPR, but now I
Can't
don't
do that,
drive.
man. Driving and listening to the radio. It's just something about the frequency of the bass, or
What?
how it's recorded in the car speakers with all the other extra road noise. Just makes my brain melt. I literally can't handle it.
I most of the time drive with
Maybe I'm
no
autistic.
radio or sound in the car. I actually drive in silence most of the time.
That's
you
raw.
do that.
Yeah.
I just am probably paying attention to the road and just kind of sitting there, probably
The
thinking.
voices in your head are telling you things, and you're conversing.
How long's your commute? Like 20 minutes?
I work from home.
But I thought you had, but when you meet, your meetings.
My meetings are at home.
Oh, they're
I
all
literally
Zoomy.
work from home.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I thought
I'm on
you had to
Teams
go
all day.
Oh, man.
I literally spent
Teams.
like probably 6 or 7 hours in frickin' Teams calls today.
What? That's
Yeah.
killer.
I feel like that, I think my job's stressful, but then you just said that, man. Fuck that.
The way I handle it is I just don't sign into Teams, and then when people email me about it, I email them back, and I just don't log into Teams still. That's worked out. That's worked out very
Dude,
well.
I'm always on Slack, man. I'm on it.
I've never used Slack, but I heard about it.
Dude, Slack is Discord without the voice chat. Okay, it's pretty good.
And Teams is Discord with just like Discord. Teams is.
Yeah, Teams is Discord with more zoomy, right?
Yeah, it's more zoomy. But it's nice having instant messengers and being able to work from home. But anyway, Bellige, I think probably most of our viewers here know you for your channel that we're posting on. You used to be
Nobody knows me.
you got 30,000 subs. You used to have 50, but who knows what happened
Can't
there?
say that.
But you used to have thousands and thousands of dollars from your epic YouTube channel in 2007.
It's 2010, man, not 7.
2010, 7.
So a little early.
But you gamed so hard, and you became so good, and I think that the people deserve just a little bit of commentary on your gaming history, sort of where the drive came from, where the excellence came from. How did you execute a YouTube channel on top of being the best gamer in the world of Worldcraft?
What? I did poorly, man. I didn't even start doing thumbnails until like a couple years in, man.
You had so many
man.
views, so many followers.
It was really hard back then, man. To even record your screen was really hard. Like today, you could just do it with OBS, but like back then, you had to get a program called Fraps, and it would record lossless, so like no compression at all. Like 60 FPS would be like 4 gigs of storage a minute. And in 2008, 4 gigs a minute was a lot. Okay, it's still a lot. Like this recording is much less than that because it records like we're around like this the second level of quality. But the drive, I don't know, man.
You just like WoW that much that you wanted to show everyone what it's all about.
No, Bill, like growing up in Portland, like I mean, I don't know where you I don't even remember where your house was, but where my house was, right?
Damn.
Like
I know where your house was, yeah.
And I didn't have a car till I was 18, so like, what else could you do, right?
Well, I didn't even have internet until really I moved out of my house. So there was a handful of people that had good internet that could computer, because we were also poor. So it's not like there was a gaming computer for me with good internet.
Right.
We
yeah,
had
dude,
no
it
gaming
was
computer and shitty internet.
In like high school, like I had the SPC Yahoo DSL, right? And like remember Chris was in my guild. People might know Chris's REM or no, God, it sucks that people would know Chris's REM because Rem was AJ's name, but they transferred.
The lore runs deep.
Yeah, the lore runs deep. They swapped characters in like 2007 ish, and then so they kind of swapped names. But Chris, when he was our main tank of the guild, he would sometimes raid at my house on like Tuesday nights because he had like radio internet, which was terrible. It was like one step above satellite internet. But,
So this was a time where World of Warcraft, it was like the biggest game in the world. Over 1 million, I think, concurrent players that were playing active. It was on TV. No games were doing commercials on TV. At this time, when World of Warcraft was at its peak, what was the best rank? Like, you were top in the world, right? You were top in the World of Warcraft.
I was the best holy paladin for 2 weeks.
The best
At
holy
one
paladin
point.
in the world.
For a little bit.
That is crazy.
It was only for a couple weeks, man. And that's
But you were still top tier. It's
Yeah.
like freaking,
That's a big deal.
Bjergsen.
There we go.
Oh, this tells us the story.
It's just really, really low res. But like, you see, I didn't have I don't have the personal rating here on my twos team, even though I was the one that got us up to that rating because my one of my teammates on my 3s and 5s team, he wanted to be on the team to take a screenshot, and for some stupid reason I took the screenshot after I left the team so he could be on the team to take the screenshot. I joined the team again afterward, but I didn't get my personal rating back up on my 2s. But the threes team had 6 of us on it, so we had 2 3v3 teams. So it was kind of an advantage. In the 5v5 team, we had like three-ish options of teams to play with.
I mean, that's a consistent ranking across all.
That was only one. This was season 8 in Wrath of the Lich King.
Yeah, but to be playing that much where you're getting that high rank, and I guess you're probably playing with the same people, but still,
it's nice to be able to say that I was like the best when the game was the best.
Ooh,
That's crazy.
You gotta get
crazy.
into retail, man. Chris is probably still
I
tanking
can't, man.
retail,
It's,
man.
Like the fucking what's that add-on? Weak Auras. Weak Auras has killed the game for me, man. It's like everything is just you got a weak aura telling you what to do on it. Like Weak Aura is like in game. You can make your own notifications for anything.
So that was when things were good. And how did the downfall happen? Where we were at 50,000 subs, we're getting thousands of dollars, thousands of followers, and then
downfall was Cataclysm. I got rank 1 2 seasons in a row, and then like everybody stopped playing.
Damn.
Yeah, the reception at Cataclysm was terrible. I had my fun with it though. It was a good time.
A lot of people started playing at Cataclysm. Like the numbers weren't that bad.
Yeah,
it's when the game just
all the old heads just said,
so.
That.
I mean, a lot of people. When I first started playing WoW, I told myself initially I wanted to stop when the Warcraft 3 storyline ended, and that's the end of Wrath. So, I mean, it kind of worked out like that. I played a bit in Cataclysm and Mists of Pandaria.
Oh yeah, Mists was sweet, dude.
But I mean, I was just a fucking duelist in Mists. As in only top 5%, not top 0.5%.
Dan, are you playing games these days?
I was playing with Z-Rob, I think.
This is coming back,
hard. Dude. Oh, it's in that cycle now. Yeah, that's funny to think about.
Every 10-year-old expansion's coming back.
Yeah, dude. What I'm gaming now, I play the Pokemon MOBA. I'm like,
really?
Master.
There's a Pokemon MOBA? What?
Yeah.
It sounds sick. Is it on phone?
Yeah. I think you can play it on phone. Yeah, I play on the Switch, but
is it called Pokemon Unite?
Oh yeah.
Because I just
I've
been playing Pokemon
that.
LOL.
A couple games a night and Master ranked, so
damn, that's
sweet.
badass.
Yeah, got like a 60% win rate, which
was it $60?
But it's free.
How many Pokemon are
free? How many ads
How
are
many
there?
there are? There's no ads.
Fuck. Are you playing as Charizard?
I play the Switch, so oh yeah, you can play all the Gen 1 starters, I think.
Ooh.
But it's just cooldowns. There's no like mana or anything. It's pretty basic comparatively, because my history has been long into Dota. Got 10k hours in Dota. It's sad to think about, but
10k hours.
you have just as many hours in League, don't you? Like,
dude, that's a good question. How many? Probably like 5K in League or something.
Did you
I
play?
have a lot in League.
I played a lot of that shit. Yeah.
Did you play Heroes of New Earth?
No, I started in League because I could only run it on a laptop. And I
Dude.
was like trying to play Dota, but my laptop wouldn't handle it. So I played. That's why I was playing League. I would have played Dota if I could have played it, but
The original Dota. Like,
Dota 2.
oh, Dota.
Dota 2 is
I'm-
Dota.
Hey,
Get
I'm,
it
I'm
right.
talking like 2010 here. Before. When did Dota 2 come out? I don't remember, but it was a few years
The
after
start?
League.
Yeah.
Like, well,
Hard for me to say. I'm not sure.
it went from Warcraft 3 custom game Dota to League of Legends 2009. April 2009-ish is when League came out. Then there was a game called Heroes of New Earth, which was a copy paste of the Warcraft 3 Dota. But then they made Dota 2 on Steam, which is the official successor.
Yeah, that was big hype. I've been off the juice though. Everyone keeps trying to get me to dive back in and taste it, but I'm anti now.
That
Can't do
the
it.
games just take too long, man.
Yeah, I mean it's a combination of that and just feeling like same game over and over again. Like a lot of it though is just the interactions with your friends. It's like it's time you'd spend
True.
with people that you wouldn't usually talk to otherwise. So that's pretty sweet.
True.
Yeah.
Trying to play ranked with some people though, or just
That is the downfall right there.
personalities.
We all used to play so much games, but I think it's because all of our friends played games, the same games you played. And nowadays it's like, people work and a bunch of people got kids. We don't all play the same games anymore. And so it's like the gaming flair it's dim. It's dimmer than it
at
used
first
to be.
it's like an escape. Like you want to fill the time. You're not doing shit. What else are you gonna do?
Well,
So
it's
you
like,
get addicted to doing that because it's fun, and then over time you're just doing the same thing, and yeah, you fill the time with other different experiences that you haven't had before. So
also, I feel like we get used to playing, like, since we're not playing games together, we play games that are solo games. We're just used to playing solo games that, aren't multiplayer anyway.
That's
and
true.
the new stuff coming out is just sad.
That
They're just
Helldivers
making
game was-
remakes left and right.
I didn't play Helldivers, but a lot of people played Helldivers. It seemed like it was like this generation's Halo 2.
Was it? It was that popular? Wow.
It's like it was like a 18-year-old's first multiplayer co-op game. That was PvE.
I would have tried it if it wasn't third person. I just don't like the third person.
I
stuff,
like
but-
the third person stuff. You know that.
Yeah, that's like killer for me.
PUBG.
I don't know why.
So the
PUBG.
EPA, right?
The Environmental Protection Agency, yes.
Right. So that they're in all of our houses in America. Right.
In what way?
Our shower heads and our faucets have a flow restrictor on them. So it's limiting the amount of water that'll come out of your faucet, right?
Isn't
And
that
so
so
I'm like-
it doesn't cause damage though?
No, it's to use less water.
For use.
Oh.
And so I'm like, you don't tell me what to do. And I took the flow restrictors out. So the kitchen sink is definitely better. The shower though will take too long of showers and the tank will empty. And then that doesn't go well when there's no more hot water. So I got a new shower head. So obviously bad idea to remove your flow restrictor if you have like a 40-gallon tank. But I also replaced the cartridge, which is it does the hot and cold. And I didn't realize how hard mine had gotten. It's about 12 years old. This made it so you could barely touch it with a pinky, and you turn your faucet on. So if your faucet is really kind of sticky and hard, change that cartridge right there, and it'll do you good.
Why is this
Now,
in
if you-
British pounds?
It's just probably a UK website, but that is the part that I changed. It's the Moen 1222 cartridge. If you're in an apartment, though, feel free. Take your flow
No,
restrictor out.
no.
It's not your hot water. They got so many tanks, you're not running out of hot water. Okay,
Oh,
so
man.
shower hack, or that's a life hack if you live in an apartment. Or
where is it though? Do you have to like go into
Yeah,
the piping?
yeah, where is
or
this?
the
Oh, you just
wall,
take
or-
off the shower head and you drill a screw.
drill in
Yeah,
the,
basically,
your
a lot
apartment.
of them you have to drill into the flow restrictor. It's a little piece of plastic, and you rip it out with pliers, and then you
Uh-huh.
get more water out. It's not more pressure; you get more water out through the faucet in your shower. So, or get an on-demand hot water heater. These are my shower thoughts this week, by the way. So
Your shower thoughts, you like looking around like, that's one right there. Dude, yeah, I changed my shower head though, and that's a life-changing experience, I could say.
yeah,
But
it's
it
nice.
Probably have a lot better shower thoughts, but
It's-
I always forget them.
It says right here that the primary purpose is to regulate hot and cold water flow.
Yeah, that's what it is. But you use the handle to turn it on.
Yeah.
So you have two things. Your cartridge is in your handle to do your hot and cold water, and then you have your shower head. That's where your flow restrictor's at. So we're talking the whole shower system. We revamped. New cartridge, new shower head.
Just get a tankless water heater.
It costs a lot of money.
Yeah, I know,
It
like,
wasn't
God
worth
damn.
keeping the shower head to change out my hot water system. So, but what I was thinking, and I think that a lot of men out there can really probably benefit from this, because I know out there we ain't washing our bodies all that good in the shower. Now, one tip that I think that we could all probably glean is, I don't know that we all have face wash, but if you don't have face wash, you should have face wash. We're not shampooing.
Thanks,
We're not bar of soap. All right. But no, face wash, but you also put it on your ears. Okay. So you're washing your face, and then you're also washing your ears with the face wash. I'm telling you, it's next level.
I used to shower daily, and now I'm like, when was the last time I showered? Oh, I don't know.
Dude, I don't even like leaving the house unless I'm going fishing without showering.
Dude, I stink, so when I'm at work, I'm like,
What, is it because you
fuck
don't shower,
these
Dan?
people. Yeah, and I sweat.
Great.
'cause
I'm
I'm
kind of a
always-
bad shower.
I work
too.
out when I'm at work and stuff, so I'm sweating, and then I sit back down, and people are coming up next to me and ask me questions. I'm like, I bet I fucking reek.
All right. Beelage, what's your shower procedure? Because
No.
you don't want to share?
Do you? Like what?
Yeah, I'll share.
Are you,
Okay. So
are
you
you
get in.
like a washcloth kind of guy?
I usually just do bar of
Loofah?
soap, and
I
then
got those
do have a
gloves, man.
scrubby.
Got those
You
gloves.
got gloves? Every time you use the gloves.
Not every time. The gloves are like a once a week
So-
deal.
Ooh, scour.
Scour. Yeah.
But
Gloves
usually
all
it's
over, dude. And like and the
shampoo.
back thingy.
Face wash, and then I'll kind of like wash my pits. If I'm really getting spicy, I'll wash my whole arms. I'll usually wash my hands pretty good. Usually like the front, I'll get like my shoulders, and then we're kind of getting in the old groin area, and that's kind of it. So like,
What do you
I'm
wait,
not
time out?
get-
Are you 2-in-1? You're just using shampoo, no conditioner?
no, I got a bar of soap that I do the body with.
Yeah, I'm talking about your hair, man.
No, hair, and then I wash my face with face
No,
wash.
which shampoo do you use?
I'm on the old Costco Head and Shoulders.
Hell yeah, dude. I got the regular Head and Shoulders, but yeah.
It is legit. I've had dandruff problems where I could sit there and scratch my head onto a dark folder,
Yeah.
and I'm freaking there's 1,000
Same, dude.
little
Damn.
So and I feel like this is a super cheap, and it's a pretty effective. So,
It works, man.
but all right, are you guys washing your feet every time, or
Yeah.
you're in there
Every
and
time?
washing
have
your feet
to.
every time?
Like,
Because my feet are getting sweaty from walking and
do you
shit,
walk around
so-
with no socks on a lot, Dan?
No, I always have socks.
Your feet are still super dirty even with the socks on.
Yeah, like I
Just-
gotta rub the dead skin off because I'm just walking.
Dude,
Fuck
get the
off.
gloves, man. Get the gloves, man.
True.
It might have been a TikTok ad, but they work.
Yeah, I'm not washing my feet enough. They don't smell that bad, but I just know that it's something that, a little something I can work on, make myself better by washing my feet when I take a shower.
Yeah, like I gotta get different shoe inserts because that shit starts going, man.
All right, Bill, set us up. What is this?
So, okay. If you know anything about people from the UP, they talk like this. Goddamn it.
The UP is the Upper Peninsula for everybody
Right,
out
right.
there.
The Upper
Of
Peninsula of Michigan.
Yes.
You can't understand them. You just kind of nod, and not the brightest
Yopers.
fellas.
Yeah,
The
cows up
Yopers.
there. Yeah.
And so this is an example of, the type of stuff you can see.
I'm gonna show you what a fucking bitch is. Crazy bird. Thinks that he's all that. He ain't got nothing on me. The hands of steel's back. John Davis, baby, from Mate 1, West Virginia.
How do you know this is UP?
Because you ain't gonna talk
This is just a
like you
Barstool
done with
Sports
you,
video.
motherfucker. Come get it, boy. 'Cause you look like
Yeah, it's
shit
just rednecks
anyway.
yelling.
Come just tell me these hands. Hands of
Man, this guy's empty teeth.
Come on, I'm gonna show you, bloody bud. I'm gonna knock him out within.
These guys really want to fight. Is it like what's the vibe here? Like why do they want to fight so much?
Oh, I'm not sure, but it's kind of the the UP drawl. Everyone you got the UK accent, the Australian accent, you got the UP accent. It
This
sounds like
video
this.
has nothing to do with the UP.
Well, it's
This is
Just
just
Southerners in the North. That's the whole thing.
it's titled
Right.
Chainsaw Wielding
Displaced.
Hillbilly Rages.
it's not probably the best example, but I couldn't find a better one. So this is what we got to explain. This is what people from the UP look like.
You know what Yoopers call us, man? They call us
Trolls.
trolls. Because we live under the bridge, the Mackinac Bridge.
I mean,
I think it's
So,
funny when
I-
people
I-
say downstate.
Is that degrading, or should we be offended? Could we be offended?
we
Probably
had the
not.
other video in here about the Upers, if you would,
Okay.
It's-
Hey, you're
yep.
from here. I ain't heard one goddamn yee from you. Let me hear your yee. All right.
It's shirtless. Okay.
Yee. What? Yee-hoo-hoo. What? Louder, son.
You show me yours. Whoa,
You get where I'm coming from?
that was pretty good.
All right, Bill, give us a quick yee.
Yee!
All right, man. This is a really old. This is a 5-year-old Charlie's video. I didn't recognize him right away, man. He's still doing it.
Yeah.
I feel like he's old though compared to everybody else in his videos.
So it's pretty good.
Yeah, he
stuff.
gets a lot of young sniz up in there.
When you're out in the streets, just yee at your boys, yee at your girls, yee at the dogs, yee
Yee.
at the mailman.
like those people with the yee yee on their truck.
I think that is what it is. Yeah, there's the yee people.
Yee yee. Okay. The yee people.
So, when you're on your phone, you look at a bunch of stupid stuff, and you see every time, every once in a while you see Amanda Bynes, right? And you just got to remember the Amanda Bynes show. She was so funny. And what's going on with Amanda Bynes these days?
Probably she's been through a lot of trauma and trying to just recover. That's what I assume.
That's fair.
From
I feel like a lot of the child stars don't know what they're doing, and their parents just like force them to do that shit, And then when they grow older, they're like, "That's not what I wanted. I shouldn't have been forced to do that." But some of them probably just too far in the sauce, too deep and drowning, so
Ooh.
they stay in there and they try to simmer up.
Yeah, it's tough.
Well, what, she just had like a recent selfie that didn't look like her, and everyone was like,
this is from TikTok, so don't trust it. But what I saw or heard, read, listened, somebody said that her like ex-boyfriend like spiked her drink with something and like it fucked her up, and she had like a psychotic
Damn.
breakdown. And that was the night she was like on the street naked.
"You got Cosby."
Ooh.
But she hasn't been in like a movie as a non-crazy person since Easy A.
I wish
Yeah,
someone loved me enough to spike my drink.
Wow.
Take advantage.
It's like back in the day, you could look in her eyes and she looks like she's there. And then you look at pictures of her now and it looks like she's not there anymore.
Yeah, she's fried, man.
But you think they're getting like the injections and shit, and they can't like physically express anything.
Dismissed. Bring in the dancing lobsters.
Yeah, this is a classic clip. The Lobster Courtroom, Amanda Bynes.
Judge Trudy.
Judge Trudy.
Yeah, but have you guys watched the HBO behind the Quiet on Set documentary?
About who?
No, I feel like all that is just they're throwing people under the bus, and that's not really who's doing all this shit.
I
No
can
doubt.
see that.
I mean,
Why would they make that stuff if they're already like producing all the kids shows? Like,
yeah, have you watched like the Dan
Too
Schneider
crazy.
stuff where he like had Ariana Grande put her feet in her mouth?
I don't think
bunch
Dan
of
Schneider's
shots.
the originator of that. I feel like there's got to be other dudes higher
Oh,
up.
Tarantino, man. No, but that's not related to Disney. At Nickelodeon, it was, or not Disney, Nickelodeon, it was Dan Schneider.
Yeah, but someone above him had to be in cahoots too to like give him the okay, and because didn't he have like a bunch of like feet stuff in the shows like subtly, but
Oh, it wasn't
yeah, I
subtle
don't
at
know
all,
much
man.
about that
It
quite on
wasn't
set.
not
Did you
subtle
watch
at
it?
all. No,
It's weird to like
I've not
produce a
watched
kid
it.
show. Like these days, it would probably be on YouTube. Could you imagine like producing a kid show? That just seems like a weird thing to spend your time doing.
Somebody's got to do it.
Like I like imagining the adults trying to figure out what the kids would like to see and what the kids would dig. You know, like that's just. Do they have that kind of like mentality where they're back in their youth, like they're a kid again, or how are they formulating all that stuff? I really don't know.
It's that Arrested Development. Dan Schneider probably was stuck at 18 in his head while he was a weirdo.
Oh, true. Pull up that Amanda Bynes meme I made.
Okay. There you go.
This is what we're wondering. Is this the best Amanda Bynes ever? Is this the best Amanda Bynes we've seen?
No, man.
This is Amanda Bynes.
Amanda Bynes is starring in She's the Man with Channing Tatum. That was pretty good.
Amanda Bynes
soccer
was
movie?
the best.
The best what?
She was the best. That's all that there is to it.
She was the best child sketch show actor.
Right. And a girl, It was boys usually, right?
Yeah, I mean, Drake and Josh came from her show, so yeah.
Right. But another one is you run into Britney Spears online, and she obviously was the GOAT as well in 2000. Every boy had to have a crush on her. Nobody had a crush on Christina Aguilera. It was Britney Spears, I'm sorry to say.
It's because Eminem had the beef with Christina, dude. Duh, come on. What is this?
But this is Britney these days.
I remember. You guys remember the time she shaved her head and all that shit, and people were like, "Oh, she's
07.
crazy," but then she was like, "I just didn't want people touching me." It's like,
Yeah, people.
shit was going on, but we were all just making fun of her, and like no one actually thought it was serious. It was just like a ploy to get people's attention on her or something, or everyone just thought she was crazy. But
It was cry
she
for
was
help.
probably going through a bunch of shit.
I feel like they have a very similar vibe. Like you look in their eyes and they're gone. I'm not sure what that is.
She's
Are their
still
souls
performing.
gone?
Their souls.
I mean, they don't have their own personality solidified because they're just acting all the time, right? Like
That's a good point. It's like
you're just trying to pretend to be different people. Then, like where are you at?
right.
Are you
That's
even in
that's
there?
a really good point.
Always
That's why it kills
performing.
me to see child actors in that, because it's like obviously they're not that gung ho about doing it. Most likely, I'm sure there's exceptions, but the parents have got to give them the okay to do all that stuff. So they're the ones likely promoting all of it, and it's like their own self interest that gets their kids
The parents
into
get like
that.
75% of the money.
Dude, well, yeah, that right there probably is why. Yeah,
That's after
Shit.
the law, like limit it to that, man.
That's crazy. I never thought about that. The parents are getting paid.
I just
I thought it was just like
recently
for the children's fame.
remember Honey Boo Boo?
Oh yeah, Honey Boo Boo is the best.
Honey Boo Boo has no money because her mom spent it all.
Her face is really small for her head. Doesn't it look like her face is like inside of her head small? Like they took her face and shrunk it.
Well, she had a TV show. What?
Yeah, Honey Boo Boo.
Have you never seen Honey Boo Boo?
I remember seeing
That's Mama
the
June,
clip,
dude.
but
Her mom used to just give her like sugar added like Mountain Dew. She used to call it like go-go juice.
She's got a serious double chin.
man, Dew was the
That's
shit. But
insane.
nowadays drinking Dew, it's terrible.
I
Doesn't
haven't
taste like
had
anything.
Mountain Dew Heavy in a long time.
Heavy.
Been a
I
diet dog.
barely drink pop.
I probably need to tap out a 2-liter now and get right.
Get right.
I'm fucked up. I've been on the Dew.
Pull up the Honey Boo Boo dad
What?
so Dan can see the Honey Boo Boo dad. He's actually just like boyfriend kind of, but he's You know,
He's a
he's
fatherly
great.
figure.
Do the first pick.
Who
on
is
the
this
left.
guy?
That's the Honey Boo Boo dad, but he's actually just boyfriend.
Where's the real dad?
Exactly. That's the whole point of the show.
What? I thought the whole point of the show is she was like a child beauty pageant, a kid.
Yeah, right. But no dad. This is the Honey Boo Boo stepdad.
No strong father would have wanted their daughter to be in a beauty pageant at a young age.
He looks like he's
Right.
got like Bosley plugs on his face.
Ooh.
Plugged up. That man's all plugged up.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Oh
his
my
teeth
God.
didn't turn out real well. Go to the dentist,
I don't-
guys. If your teeth are getting messed up, quit delaying.
Dennis is not that bad.
Yeah. So I accidentally busted open. So you get those beef sticks for animals, right? And I accidentally busted one open and snacked it. I'm like, this ain't half bad. So I've been just buying packs of cat beef sticks.
No,
and eating them
dude. No.
because they're really pretty good, and you save money.
That's how you know it's good quality food if it tastes fine for you.
There's
So,
no way,
nice.
man.
Those
Yeah,
are
they're
for
called
cat.
the Sheba
Those are for your
sticks.
cat.
Oh
though.
my
You
god,
gotta-
we can buy those, man. Are you serious?
Yeah, try
You
one.
tell me, Lidge, you don't eat your pet's food to try it out.
Hell no, man.
The Sheba sticks,
fucked
I
up,
did it on
Lidge.
accident. I had one, and
On accident, right?
Dude, yeah.
And now I'm
dude,
snacking.
How do you say it's on accident?
we
man?
we
Come
got these
on.
for our cat for Christmas, man.
Those are the ones right there.
You're supposed to
They're
break
so
them
good.
apart. You just eat them.
Well, I did it on accident. The first one.
Yeah, the first one. The second one.
Is it
And then I was like,
feeding
hey,
them out of
this
your
ain't half
mouth?
bad.
You like put it in your mouth to feed to your cat, and you just
You know how it is.
Sheba's pretty good though.
All right, so last week we had some Portland lore with the Indians. You know, Indians being in the middle of town. If you guys want to hear that, go back to episode 3. We live in a small town. Dan,
It's only
he's
you.
I'm the
Dan
outside.
is an honorary. He lives here.
He never lived
Village
there.
basically lives here.
I haven't lived there since I was 18.
Well, approximate to everyone that's listening, you guys all basically live here.
All right. Well, I live in Grand Rapids, man. But
So, I wanted to tell a story. It's the legend of Finn McCarthy. Finn McCarthy, I met him in 6th grade in geometry class. This was a step up. I'm pretty sure that you took like algebra or something. But so Finn McCarthy, he played hockey, which was weird because we didn't have a hockey team. You know, like a 4.0 type of guy, but you know, I went to his house once, right?
what year was this?
when
How
we
old were you?
kids, I'm probably 13 at this point, and he lived on the river, and I hate to say it, but we did firecracker frogs. But I think that's
you gotta
that's more of a-
explain that. What does that mean? You like put
Firecracker
firecracker in their
frogs.
mouth, or
You blew up frogs with firecrackers.
Right, you catch the frogs down by the river, and then you got firecrackers, and you pop them. But you know, I think that's more of a Finn thing than a me thing. But it plays into the story, right? So he could also play the my name is Jonas riff, which is on guitar. You know, so a good guitar player, smart guy, blew up frogs. He moved to Virginia at some point for later in high school. He did ROTC, so like he's training for the Army at this point. He's probably 6'3", you know, blonde, handsome, you know, smart, all this stuff, right? So he graduates college. You can pull up, I got a picture for you that you can pull up he graduates college, and then months later in September, he dies.
Oh,
He got hit by a train, right? He was on the tracks at night, just his person by himself. This is the story, and died to the train. He wasn't driving. He was like on the track and died.
I remember this happened.
Right. Finn died. But see, here's the thing. If you search the internet for Finn, this is the only thing I can find. I can't find an obituary. I can't find nothing else. My theory is because you can see here, Finn graduated in May 2013 with a BA in International Studies, concentrating in Modern Europe. He was active in ROTC and Kappa Sigma fraternity and played in the ice hockey team. He was a student in the United States Army Aviation Basic Officer Leader course. So he's obviously trending towards 4.0, all this stuff. He's trending towards like potentially a high power career. I think he's not dead, and he got plucked he got recruited by
he's,
like
deep
secret
undercover.
FBI. Yeah, because
Yeah,
he's tall, handsome, smart in the army. He got just obliterated by a train where no one's gonna see the remains. You know, you get smashed by a train. It's not like your mom's gonna want to see you completely. It's no body. You know what I'm saying?
He wasn't in a car at all. He was just standing there.
He was out at night. I think the story was he was drunk out at the train tracks and just got hit by a train. I mean, you don't do that unless you're like probably depressed and suicide. But even then, that's kind of a weird way to go, especially a guy like this. You know, this seems like a very put together, smart guy. And he just goes and runs in front of a train. It doesn't make sense.
I mean,
Maybe he was like living the hobo life, you know.
No, he just graduated from college in the United States Army, aviation course. He's an ROTC, International Studies concentrating in modern Europe. Dude, he is out there. And Finn, if you hear this, I'm sure you can't tell me if you do because you're in the secret society, but comment down below if you see this, Finn. I know you're out there. That's my theory.
all right
on Finn.
All right, Finn. Or he's just
I
dead.
believe it.
Yeah, that same year, I had the dude that sat next to me in an animation class. He went to like go grab his cigarettes and got hit by a car and died.
Dang.
Yeah.
Sounds like fate.
Yeah, but I got to miss class.
Not worse,
Jesus,
I would say.
Holy shit.
Not
That's
worse.
fucked up.
Oh shit, that dude just died. Yo, let's go get
Yeah,
a soda.
yeah, it's crazy. I
We're
sat
out of
right next to
school
him. And it
now.
was
Hell
just
yeah.
gone, man.
It's kind of like when it was like 9/11. Everyone was like, oh. But then the kids got out of school and were like, hell yeah.
I don't
this
remember
is
getting out of
sweet."
school.
We did go out of school, and it was. I remember my experience was very kind of sad and somber.
I was still in
Like
Lansing.
you could tell people were upset,
Yeah, the
and you
adults
didn't
were
really
upset,
know what
but
was
it's
going
like,
on. Fourth
what
grade,
happened?
I was probably 10.
I was in
I
sixth
was
grade.
10 years old.
I thought it was
9.
just a movie. You know, they're like showing clips. I'm like, oh shit.
We watched it
Another
on one of those
movie.
like in the corner of the the top corner of a room TVs.
Yeah, that's what I watched it too.
We just watched the news in my social studies class. I remember
We
my
got sent
teacher having
home.
flabby underarms. I
Ooh.
don't remember her name though anymore.
Yeah, I had a teacher, Mrs. Sharp. Don't want to speak too much on Mrs. Sharp. Bless her heart. But
Mrs. Sharp, dude. Her,
Yeah,
god.
I told her I was.
She's dead.
No, she's alive and
Okay,
well.
okay. How?
I'm sure she is, right? She
I don't-
used to eat lasagnas by, the carton.
She's in bad shape, man. I remember Caleb. You remember her the MySpace page he made?
For Mrs. Sharp?
Yeah, it was Mrs. Sharp's fupa. It was
Ooh.
the title of the MySpace page. Oh god.
She wasn't the most handsome woman.
But she taught me how to write, a persuasive essay.
I asked her.
And
what was it?
dude, my fucking WoW name, all our WoW names came for her class.
Dang. I was like,
Georgia Sharp.
we were learning tenses, like the past and present tense, and I was like, so is it come or is it came? And kept going back and forth, and she's, you came, Billy.
Dude, that was the class where the band UTB got their name.
Ooh, it was right out of the dictionary. or
Unkept
something.
tepid benefactors.
It was Unleash the Blunderbuss.
Yeah, at one point, but it was also Unkept tepid benefactors.
That was the first one.
Yeah.
They needed a rebrand because
That's
it
where
was
Chris
going
got-
downhill fast.
That's where Chris got Quintessence. And that's where I got Belligerent.
Dang.
Because you guys were just like scrolling through the dictionary.
No, it was like a fucking vocab list for the week.
Oh. That one. That's
Yeah,
me.
so that one. Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's good lore. I
Good
never
lore.
knew that.
Well, you brought up
Long
Mrs.
time
Sharp. Man.
follower.
I had Mrs. Sharp a couple times. First time I had her like in like 9th grade, but the second time I had her with all like the kids that were held back in English. You know?
I told her I was Go ahead, Dan.
I had a neighbor, Miss Sharp, and I think she was a teacher, but I never had her. And she would yell at me because I would always be throwing rocks at the geese or trying to shoot the geese with my airsoft gun. And she threatened to call the
Nice.
cops one day and then told my parents.
Ooh,
So-
no, not the parents.
We're not good with Mrs. Sharp.
Founder.
This is the real Mrs. Sharp.
This is from 2016.
Oh, shit.
I told her I was a gypsy in the Renaissance Fair. She thought it was very nice that I was that.
Lifelong Republican and resident of would never have known. She never. It's kind of surprised, to be honest.
She's a Trumper.
She always opened the class like the year with like a recorded video of herself, so she didn't have to do it every year or do it for each class. She just played a VHS of herself introducing herself.
That's sweet.
That's definitely better than giving a presentation on yourself live, because that's pretty cringe.
Everyone likes watching TV.
She retired 2010, man. 39
Dang,
years.
that was right after us.
Yeah, 39
Still
years.
voting.
She's out there probably hitting Taco Bell.
I mean, out there hitting Taco Bell. Let's see.
She's probably in a bike club.
Ooh.
Probably got patches.
Oh, here, this is from last year.
This
She's
is
got her husband riding bitch.
This is a better
Recognized
picture
for
of
service.
She was honestly a sweetheart.
Yep.
She was honestly sweet.
Top 5 high school teachers, easy.
Wow.
Up there with Mr. Brooks is the wind.
That's where I had Finn with geometry. It's Mr. Brooks' class.
Mr. Brooks.
Yeah.
Always talk about wrestling and
I had Theo Miller and Josh Carr in my class.
What happened to Theo, man? Fuck, Courtney's friends with Theo.
He's out there.
Theo changed my oil once.
He pushed me into a locker and was mad at me.
He would. He would, man. He was not a nice guy.
He bullied me.
That's how you know they like you, when they rough you up.
He reminded me of the older brother of the main character of the OC, like the bad guy that gets shot.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, that show that you like that I don't know what it is.
Dude, you need to watch the OC one time.
The Orange Cream. The
You
Orange
should
Cream
watch
show.
the OC. It's not out of date. It would be you and your girl could watch the OC for sure.
Oh man, dude,
I'll
the
throw
OC.
you with that.
If
It'll
you
be
ever heard
sweet,
of the
yeah.
band The Killers, dude? That came from the OC. Okay.
Oh.
There was a bunch of bands that came out of the OC.
Death Cab?
Death Cab. I'm going to see Death Cab like
Arctic
next
Like
week.
you're saying, it
Monkeys?
came out of there because they played music for the show and then they got popular.
The Killers
because of that, or
perform
what?
on an episode.
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh.
They put on
Fancy.
bands for sure.
and they released like albums for the seasons.
On deck. On the OC.
Yes, pretty good. Pretty good.
I gotta catch up. Yeah, I got caught up on Shogun. I did my part,
Yep, I think I'm caught up. There might be another episode like today or tomorrow, or
It's on
I don't think I'm behind
Tuesdays.
one. Oh, so I
You
just
guys aren't
missed
watching
it.
X-Men '97?
I
didn't
watched
know
the
that was
first
a
episode
thing.
of the X Files. I've never seen the X Files. I watched episode 1.
I'm like
Yeah.
5 seasons in. I've never finished it.
It seems like a show where nothing happens and it's just adults like Scooby Doo, right?
I mean,
True.
eventually, Mulder goes away, so something happens.
Oh,
He gets
Hey,
he was the
just
best in
get
the
him.
first episode.
he gets replaced by the guy that played the liquid cop, Terminator 2. That guy.
That's sweet.
I feel like Scully is
Mercury.
so average looking. It's incredible how
No.
average.
Gillian
Come
Anderson is
on,
beautiful, dude. What are you talking about, man? And
Yeah,
you know what?
just episode
And
one.
you know,
Listen,
and you know where Gillian Anderson went to high school?
All right, that's a good picture of her.
Right here, dude. You see this? Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Scully?
Scully,
He like writes her letters. He says, "Come home."
Preston
Come
High
home.
School. Yeah, even though she's like British, she went to high school in the U.S.
Dang, that's crazy. But like in the 90s when she wore the pantsuit, I think there was something about it that I'm like, and the hair was, I don't know. Maybe she'll grow on me, and then I'll be like, I love her.
Next,
But-
next you're gonna say that Hillary Clinton's an uggo, huh? Say it, Bill.
I think
Yeah.
I'm actually pretty forgiving in that category, and I would say that
On your life.
I
Your life,
am not like I could be turned on by Hillary Clinton.
Is she 80 years old now?
No, this is Hillary Clinton in the 80s.
How old is she
She's
now?
pretty for sure. She's pretty, right?
Nope, but not this big. Oh, this is when she started looking crazy.
Right.
Pokemon, go to the polls.
What? Is that a slogan for
that
Hillary?
was sweet. Hell yeah.
Bill, you never heard that shit, dude? She was trying to connect to the youth in 2016, and she said, "How about you, Pokemon, go to the polls?"
I probably would have voted if they didn't make it so difficult.
What?
It's not that hard.
It's
You
so
just go.
easy now,
difficult,
dude.
man.
It's easy.
Yeah.
Now you get to go do it a couple weeks early.
You gotta
You
take
could go
off
again and
work.
again. You
And
could
you,
vote
you
more
cannot
than
go
one.
again and again. That's voter fraud, and it's a felony, Bill.
I would never do it.
Well, some people do, and they don't usually vote for the D's. So when they get busted.
Why do we only got D's and R's? You know, this
Yeah,
is.
speaking of that, Kennedy's on our ballot as of today. So,
Ooh.
Independent?
but ironically, his 15 members of his family also endorsed Joe Biden today publicly at an event.
Well, of
It's
course.
The problem with Kennedy, and I think we all know. What's he saying? His voice is,
Yeah,
I know
why
it was like
and
a
why is his
vaccine.
voice like that?
I think he attributes it to a vaccine. He took a vaccine and it ruined his voice.
Wasn't all the heavy drugs he did his whole life?
You can take him at his word that you can hardly understand. But I think that's the main issue. I think he's pretty like moderate. Right? Kennedy's pretty moderate.
Nah, man.
On a lot of subjects he's fairly moderate, I would say.
Compared to
He's not establishment. That's
Isn't he?
the difference.
Isn't he
because
exactly establishment? That's the whole idea of it.
no, because like that's the Kennedy thing is when they killed Kennedy's family, the
Oh, for
big
sure.
government, and so he's kind of anti-establishment in some ways. Where I would feel like Joe Biden, in the Obama era, is also fairly moderate. The
for
Obama
sure.
administration wasn't like
But the
left,
RFK is like
They
the
were-
son of the third best Kennedy.
which is cool. I would like my first name and last name to be Kennedy. Kennedy.
And change it.
All right, man. That's American royalty. Arnold married in that. Speaking of Terminator 2.
I never seen Terminator. It's on my to-do
What?
list. It's on my to-do list.
Your to-do list is watch James
There's a
Cameron's
hot babe.
Terminator. Terminator 1 and 2. You can skip 3. Terminator 4 is okay. It's got Christian Bale. And I haven't seen
But
5.
the newest one?
No,
Oh,
that's the
5
2000.
is the newest
It's
one.
the 2009 one where Christian Bale was like recorded yelling at an audio guy for making noise.
He's not doing his job. He should know his duty as working.
Not be quiet, but being quiet on set.
Can't eat chips. Can't wrestle the candy bars on set. I get it.
Are we recording?
I hope we're recording. I can't do all this again.
All right, that's probably enough.
All right. Episode 4 in the books, guys. We're looking for 73 views. Hit us with a comment down below. Anything your mind comes to, just put a comment there. We'd appreciate it.
And
Hit
if you
us in
could
the Gmail.
just copy paste the YouTube URL. Just spam it.
Different shit coins, from crypto down below. Just spam shit coins.
Now post it in your favorite Discord and post it in your least favorite Discord. Both of them.
Right. Share with at least one person. That's all we need you to do. Your grandma, she doesn't even know how to click the link, but share it. I'm sure it does something. Anyways, till next time.
Thanks for watching.
Peace.